Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I wanted to make sure that I got you all this information. I got caught up in that Colorado uh, against Houston game last night, and I must say I got distracted. Disappointing loss. I'm a big time Coach Prime supporter. I was hoping that the Colorado Buffaloes would have won, but if you do not know, they lost. Matter of fact, they did more than lost. It's like they got an old fashioned butt whooping. Uh, but that's enough of that. I'm here to give you the week 2 matchups and what the point spreads are. I will say that as of last Thursday, that's the first time I've ever downloaded a uh, prize pick, and I am 8 out of 10 on prize picks. Uh, so I guess I will say I'm being blessed and I'm being lucky. I don't make any large wagers. I just do small amounts, and I'll give you an update on how it goes with the picks I have coming, how I did on Monday. But I just wanted to give you the matchups um, and what the point spread is, and you can use that point spread and use it as you see fit. So in the AFC East, we got the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Buffalo Bills are 1-0, and the New York Jets are 0-1. The point spread in that game is the Buffalo Bills are favored by 6.5 points. 6.5 points. Uh, if I was doing anything with this game, I would definitely go Buffalo Bills. We have the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are taking on the Miami Dolphins. If you don't know, Miami Dolphins played a horrible game last week. They got destroyed, and I would pick New England in this game, uh, even though they're trying to establish themselves. But they got Miami Dolphins favored by 1.5 points. I don't know about that. Las Vegas sporting odds. I don't know about that. In the AFC North, big time rivalry matchup. Cleveland Browns are taking on the Baltimore Ravens. To put salt in the wound, the Baltimore Ravens are celebrating their 30th anniversary. The Browns are having to play them in Baltimore, but the people in Cleveland are very upset because the Browns decided to celebrate their 30-year anniversary when Art Modell skipped town in Cleveland and took the team to Baltimore. So that should give Cleveland some incentive on winning this game. But the Ravens are favored by 11.5 points. So those are some really good odds if you want to take Cleveland with 11.5 point favorites. They played Cincinnati Bengals really tough last week. They actually should have won that game. They lost the game. I'm speaking of the Cleveland Browns to the Bengals because their kicker missed the extra point and he missed a game-winning field goal. So the Browns should have actually won that game. But the Ravens are favored by 11.5 points. So any of you want to do anything with that knowledge, go ahead and try your luck on that. Let's see who else we got here. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars are taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Both teams are 1-0. To me, that is a toss-up. Both teams are 1-0, so I'm really not sure who's going to win that game. The odds are giving Bengals the favorite to win by 3.5 points. But me, myself, and I, because Travis Hunter is with Jacksonville, I think he's going to make a difference in this game on the offensive side of the ball. I'm going against the Bengals being a 3.5 point favorite. And I would take personally the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the AFC South, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 1-0 are taking on Houston Texans, who are 0-1. I'm a Baker Mayfield supporter. The odds are in that game that the Texans are 2.5 point underdogs in that game, but I'm taking Tampa Bay in that particular game. We have the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams are 1-0. Sean Payton, much better coach than there is for the Indianapolis Colts. Uh, I got the Denver Broncos in that particular game. The Broncos are only favored by 2.5 points. I guess that must be because how bad the Colts beat up on the Miami Dolphins last week. In the AFC West, Philadelphia Eagles are taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a really good game, a matchup from the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles 1-0. They beat the Dallas Cowboys last week. The Kansas City Chiefs are 0-1. The Eagles are only favored by 1.5 points. Due to that spitting incident from the defensive lineman Jalen Carter out of the University of Georgia, they said the NFL ruled that since he got ejected out of that game, that 1-game suspension he got for spitting on Dak Prescott, that they was going to use him being ejected out of that game as the suspension. But the cameras went back, and actually Dak Prescott spit at Jalen Carter first, but the ref didn't catch that. There's always the second person who reacts that gets caught by the referees. So, that is what it is. We got the Los Angeles Chargers are going against the Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams are 1-0. The Chargers, they really balled out. They really balled out last week. They slayed the Kansas City Chiefs. I actually took Kansas City Chiefs in that game, and I lost in that particular one. But the Chargers are favored by 3.5 points. In the NFC East, we have the New York Giants going against the Dallas Cowboys. Both teams are 1-0. The Cowboys, however, are favored by 5.5 points. The Washington Commanders, as we all know, they got tore up by the Green Bay Packers. Michael Parsons is making a big difference on the defensive side of the ball. Both teams were 1-0, but now Green Bay Packers are 2-0, and Washington Commanders are 1-1 because the Packers destroyed the Washington Commanders. NFC North, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Both teams are on 1. I'm going to flip a coin. What's the point spread? The point spread in that game is the Lions are favored by 5.5 points. J.J. McCarthy coming off an injury. He didn't look too good at the beginning of the games in the first half of the game, but in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, he rallied back and they won that game. I won big time on Prize Pick. Because of J.J. McCarthy shaking off the rustiness, balled out in the fourth quarter. Justin Jefferson did his thing, got the yards, got the touchdown. So, I took the Vikings last week. And, again, the Vikings are 4.5-point favorites. Excuse me. The Lions are 5.5. I got my eyes is forgive me. The Bears with Detroit, the Lions are 5.5-point favorites. Excuse me for that. The Atlanta Falcons, those dirty birds, they are going to play the Minnesota Vikings. Falcons got a hard time winning at home, let alone winning away. The Vikings are favored 4.5 points in that particular game. Everybody knows me, even though I live in Atlanta. I typically go against them. I took Tampa Bay last week. I won in that one. I won a lunch. Hey, thank you, Travis. Thank you for making that deposit. It's still there. I'm going to get lunch on you this week, but I really appreciate that. The Vikings are favored against the Atlanta Falcons, 4.5 points. In the NFC South, the Carolina Panthers are taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals' current record is 0-1. Arizona Cardinals won last week. They are 1-0. The Cardinals are favored by 6.5 points against the Carolina Panthers. I'm still taking the Cardinals. I think they're going to beat them by more points over in that, Cardinals 6.5. I still go with I'm not taking those points with the Panthers. I would definitely still go with Arizona. The San Francisco 49ers are playing the New Orleans Saints. The point spread in that game earlier was 3 points, but they announced that Brock Purdy is out. He was injury to his toe, similar to turf toe, and his shoulder's messed up. He's going to be out for at least 4 weeks. So even though the point spread is only with the 49ers 3-point favorites, I believe Jimmy Garoppolo is back in Carolina as the backup quarterback. I'm not sure who the backup quarterback is, but whoever it is, I think New Orleans may be able to steal one. But I like the 49ers. I'm still taking the 49ers in that particular game. We got in the NFC West, we got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tennessee Titans. Matthew Stafford, even though he had been having back problems prior to the start of the season, he balled out last week, going against Cam Ward, the number 1 draft pick in the NFL draft. The Titans are 0-1. Cam Ward didn't play bad, but Tennessee lost. Rams are 5.5-point favorites against the Rams. I would think that they would be more than 5.5-point favorites over the Titans. I'm taking the Rams in that particular game. The Seattle Seahawks. Rams are 1-0. Titans are 0-1. Rams are 5.5-point favorites. My Pittsburgh Steelers are going against the Seattle Seahawks. Aaron Rodgers made a debut, balled out, had 4 touchdowns. Really played good. We squeaked it out at the end. Our defense is suspect against the run. I'm going to say that again. My Pittsburgh Steelers defense is suspect against the run. And even though we're suspect against the run, my Pittsburgh Steeler Nation is 3 points favorites in this particular game. Of course, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know I got caught. I didn't air last night because I got caught up with the Colorado playing Houston game. So I just wanted to stay committed and make sure I give you all this information. Week 2 will wrap up on Monday night. It's a double header. Monday night to wrap up the week 2. We got the Houston Texans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you know what? Screw that. That was some information for the following, the week coming up after that. But I just need to thank you all. Thank you all for supporting me. Premier Sports Talk. I'm Randy Prentice. I come on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. I just did a special airing Friday morning, Speak Your Mind Friday. I'll be dropping that on Friday mornings. Mondays will be NFL recap on what occurred. Wednesdays, I give you the top 12 rankings in college football, and then who they're scheduled to play, with the upcoming games for that particular week. Fridays, I give you the matchups in the NFL, what the point spread is, so you can take and use that information and do with it as you wish. And then I give you any cultural information that's going on in the sports world and in the world. It was a terrible thing that happened, the last 48 hours. Mr. Charlie Kirk got assassinated speaking at an event. That's a terrible thing. We can just send up prayers for him and his family. Nobody should lose their life over speaking their public views. And then, standing up for our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Even when there was assassination attempts against Donald Trump, I never wanted to see that against him, even though I'm not a Trump supporter. Um, but Trump is doing some good things, and there's some things that he's not doing so good. But again, Mr. Kirk's family, please lift them up in the prayers. Um, the channel has, I just got an email saying that on my short video feeds, I have over 675,000 views. That's a beautiful thing. That's mind blowing to me. So God's still letting me know to keep pressing on and keep moving. Uh, the channel is currently at 525 subscribers. I crossed over because of your support. I crossed over the 500 mark threshold. The goal is now to reach 1,000. So I said the other day that I'm out of the basement. Premier Sports Talk is out of the basement. With the YouTube algorithm, is really hard to push out the information. But on so the channel will go out more. The more you like, the more you leave a comment. It'll be a blessing. If you're watching this for the first time, if you want to bless the channel, it doesn't cost a thing to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's free. The goal is now to hit 1,000 subscribers. All that subscribe, I call you my premier soldiers who sit at the premier table. I'm gonna be committed to you all putting the dialogue out. I got a lot of time on my hands now. My youngest son, matter of fact, he plays a game today. He's in Missouri. He got a baseball fall season scrimmage baseball game, his first college baseball game down in Missouri. I'm down in Atlanta here. I'm hoping to get some video feed footage off of that. If he hits a home run, like I feel that he will do in this particular game, I'm definitely going to post that. I'm hoping I get that video feed. But again, thank you all. Thank you all. I'm Randy Prentice, host of Premier Sports Talk. Thank you for being a blessing to me, and I hope you receive blessings back double fold. Again, thank you all, and may God bless you and blow your mind and give you blessings that you won't even have room enough to receive. Till next time.